Welcome back to the second period intermission. I'm Mike Marshall, and of course, Summit Dodge Tommy Saki right here on 95.7 The Wolf. Part of our interview with Tommy's head coach, as well as athletic director for St. Thomas, Mike Eagles. Today, I'd like to talk first about your coaching staff and how you feel the coaching staff has prepared for this upcoming season.
Well, we're really pleased to have our guys back on our coaching staff this year. Obviously, Don Feeney and Brad Shepard do a tremendous job for us, and Don's been with me this is his 8th season, and he's been around for every one of them, and he's vital towards the hockey side, and he's vital to the operations side as well. So, I mean, obviously he's kind of a jack of all trades, and we're really pleased. And Shep came on board last year after taking a year off of coaching and came over with us and is doing a good job for us and very knowledgeable and has a tremendous passion for the game as well. So we're thrilled to have those guys back. And Aaron Molnar joined us to help out with our goalies during the second half last year, and he's back this year. So we're pleased to have a former Tommy helping out with our goaltending, and we're obviously excited to have him on board.
Now, as we talked about prior in yesterday's interview, we talked about the AUS as such a competitive league that you can't really take any time off, and you really have to be prepared from the start of the season to prepare for what you have already committed to. You'd like to see this team in the playoffs.
That's correct, and so we've been working hard in practice, and the guys have been working hard, and we've been trying to put our systems in place that we're going to use in regular season, obviously through practice, and a lot of talk before the games about what we're trying to do out there. So, it's real important that we're completely ready for the regular season when for the first game, and because we can't wait till the second half to start getting points. We need to get points right away.
When we take a look, the Atlantic University Conference has always been a very competitive conference, and it looks to be the same this year. You got to see some of the teams in the preseason, the exhibition schedule. First, I'll talk about your cross-campus rivals at UNB. I mean, having a squad like that to have to try to sometimes measure against sometimes can be a bad thing, but it also can be a good thing because you can show the team that this is the level. If you want to compete and win these playoffs, this is the type of effort you're going to have to put forward.
No question. That's certainly a pretty good way to put it. I mean, if you want to win championships in the AUS, you're going to have to beat teams at the caliber of UNB or beat UNB. So, I mean, it's they've in the last 2 or 3 years been able to take their program to a whole new level that's maybe never been seen before in the AUS. So, I mean, if we're serious about competing for championships, that's the level we got to get to. So, having them right there, the guys understand that what we're trying to get to, and we got to try to get to that level.
You had a chance to play and claim a victory in the preseason versus the University of Moncton. They brought back some players this year. Your thoughts after you only got to see them in the exhibition, but and playing them last night. What about a team like University of Moncton, who's also had a good rivalry with St. Thomas?
Well, I mean, obviously, they're playing Moncton as well is a good has had good teams, and we were happy to be able to get a win against Moncton in an exhibition, but we know that those teams. We got to be able to beat those teams in order to win at this level. So, I mean, getting a win against Moncton was a big deal for us.
When you take a look at the AUS this year, you didn't get to see everyone in the preseason, but with what you've been able to piece together, what do you expect from some of the other squads in the AUS heading into this year?
I don't know if there's any teams that actually. I think teams are just continually improving. So, I mean, all the teams that finished in the playoffs last year, I could say, are as good or better than they were from last year. So, I mean, it's our challenge to bring our level way up. So, I mean, you look at teams, what they lost and what they gained, and you don't really say, well, okay, this team is going to be in for a tough year. So, you can't be hoping that teams get worse. You got to find ways to get better. So, I mean, that's the challenge for us.
And when you and another challenge is always, it's fun recruiting in this conference because I think a lot of players understand the level of competition in the Atlantic University Sport Conference.
Oh yeah, I mean it's certainly it's competitive out there, but you gotta get the guys that can help you win. And obviously, I think this year we had a pretty solid recruiting year. So we're if it's an ongoing now, we're kind of in the process of working towards next year. So hopefully it'll be a continued. We can put a few years together where we have really good, solid recruiting years, and then hopefully, be at the point where we're going to be able to compete for a conference championship and possibly nationals.
And when you look at the building blocks, it's like everything else in any other sport. We always use the analogy: you have to start with some building blocks, and then make those building blocks just not fit into the system, but make sure these are the building blocks you want to build your program around.
That's correct. So there's a lot of qualities that you're looking for, but it's important to have people that are committed to their education, but also can excel at this level on the ice as well.
And finally, Mike, before we let you go, the AUS and having you've had a great support with Tommy fans in the past. This is your chance to encourage those who may not have came out towards part of last year to try to encourage them to come on back to the rink.
No question. We're very appreciative of the support our diehard fans give us, but obviously we're always looking to try to put more people in the rink, and we think that the LBR is going to be an exciting place to come and watch hockey games this year. And we have a team that's going to be willing to work and compete, and they're going to battle in Tommy tradition. So we're hoping that we can have some great support this year.
Thank you to Mike Eagles for joining us with the telephone interview that we pre-recorded, of course, before the start of this season, and getting ready for another exciting year of Tommy's hockey right here on 95.7 The Wolf. We'll be back with third period hockey momentarily on Summit Dodge Tommy's Hockey on 95.7 The Wolf.